Bam, we're live. Welcome to day 22 of the 30-day AI prompt challenge for remodelers. Man, we are moving along. All right, we're going to get to it. Nothing to it. All right, share my screen over here. Very good. All right, guys, again, welcome. 30-day AI prompt challenge for remodelers. So look, every single day for 30 days straight, giving you a new prompt that you can put in to AI to help give you something concrete that you can use to your business. Now, AI isn't the only thing you're going to use. You have to have some content and some good direction to give it. And you have to give it some specific information about your business, your goals, and what works for you guys. What it does, though, is it will help formulate and put things in a nice system that's organized if you've never done this stuff before. All right. So here we are. We're on day 22. Now remember, we're going through the pillars, right? Each day we move into a new pillar, and we are in pillar 5 right now, which is marketing and advertising, right? So you'll see that's here. So we're on the home stretch. We've been coming all the way around. We're going to end there. All right. So here we go. Ideal client and strategic growth. So why does all this matter, right? Why should a client choose you? That's what this comes down to. So I've have this come up a lot. I'm sitting at the table at a couch on somebody's deck, and I'm talking to them, and they've talked to 2 or 3 other people, and they're not sure who to hire, what to do, right? And you have to explain why what makes your company the best. And you're not always going to be the best person for every customer, but there are going to be moments where you're in somebody's place, you've done a little bit of your work, and you're going to be like, no, you're my ideal client. And you want to be able to address them in the moment, right? And you want to have people feel that you are their ideal contractor. So if you can't answer the question clear and quick, then your marketing just becomes noise, as they say, right? Most contractors just blend in. You want it this way. If a home owner has 3 or 4 people and they talk to, you want to be the one that they just remember everything. Man, this guy was the best. Everything that they said, boom. Those guys said this, that guy said this guy said that. Whereas all the other people, you want them to just get lumped together in a blur. You want to be the one that stands out because you're not like most other contractors. So in today's challenge, what we figure out is how you define and your own unique, right? The UVP, your unique value proposition. And we're going to help you come up with a core message that speaks directly to your ideal client, right? Remember, we covered that in day 21. So you use language that positions yourself as the obvious choice, right? It's not about necessarily being clever. It's really about being clear, confident, and client focused. So your unique value proposition, it should speak to your client's top desires and their pain points, right? It should highlight what truly sets your business apart. It should be specific and emotionally resonate with them. It should help you compete on value, not price. So what does all that mean? It means this. It means if the homeowner is frustrated that they can't throw a graduation party out in the backyard because the deck they have is too small and it's a piece of junk, you have to be able to sit there and go, man, can you imagine this? We're going to do a bump out over on this corner here. And that's where you guys are going to have the grill station. And over here, we're going to enlarge and expand the deck this way. That way, now you have the patio, you have the table and the chairs all up here. And you're going to be able to put all the presents back this way against the house for your daughter's gift. And then we can set up a gazebo over here. And you start helping the client envision, right, the party, their future in this space that you're going to renovate and remodel for them. That's how you set yourself apart. That's how you get specific, and that's how you emotionally connect with the homeowner. And the homeowner's going to sit there and go, man, this is going to be so awesome when we have this party. We're going to have everyone over. They're going to love our deck. And yes, that's how you move them along. So In your message and in your marketing, avoid a lot of the generic fluff like we care, best quality, licensed and insured. I mean, yeah, that stuff should be somewhere, but that shouldn't be the main thing. That's just basics and fluffs, right? There's no connection there. And your competitors say the same thing. Homeowners tune a lot of that out. So instead, here's a message. We help busy professionals design and build magazine-worthy kitchens without the stress. We specialize in energy-smart remodels that save you money and reduce your carbon footprint. Right? That's a message that a homeowner is going to jump in on. You're going to attract that message. There is going to attract a certain type of homeowner. I'm not saying that's the type of homeowner that you all want, but it will definitely attract a certain personality type. And if that is who you want to do your projects for, you need a message that speaks to that. Now, we've talked multiple times, right, about ARI, and that's the, why is that message always coming up here? Okay, so at the Remodeling Academy, right, we teach you about how the mindset works, and you have to message and connect with the homeowner, right? So we use the applied relational intelligence. This is where this comes in. So your value proposition, it's going to reflect emotional drivers of your best clients. Once you've been in business for a good year or more, you're going to have a list of your A-plus clients, and you're going to write down, or somewhere on a spreadsheet, you should have their demographics, and you should look for similarities. And then when you find your top 10 clients, you're going to see that what all do they have in common. And then that is who you should target and go after, right? People that fit that demographic, that education level, live in that kind of a house or neighborhood, or earn that kind of money, or have that type of a lifestyle, right? And then you have to have a language that you use and you'll see that your clients often will speak a similar language. And then remember, there's trust signals that you can use that are going to help calm the fears and boost the confidence of your prospects. All right, so here's a little pro tip that I would like to share with you, and I think is important. You have to remember this. Homeowners don't hire you because you're licensed. That just gets you a ticket, right? Like that's like your ticket to get into the game. That you'll get on the field because you make them feel safe, heard, and they're confident that you can get the ball across the goal line, right? It starts with the ways that you talk about your business and how the products that you complete and how you go about getting the project completed, right? You don't shade away from problems. You discuss how we go after problems. We expect there to be issues. That's why we got into the business, because we're good problem solvers. So don't worry. It's not that there aren't going to be problems on your job. There are going to be problems, and we're going to be able to address them and handle them. You got to ask yourself, how are those other guys going to handle it, right? I mean, some of them fall apart the minute there's a single problem. So you learn to use your problem-solving skill as your strength. All right, so for this prompt, we want to come out of the chat, right? You're going to ask it to say, we're going to make your remodeling UVP. We're going to have a tagline, and we're going to pitch with the ARI method. So you want to act as a remodeling branding strategist, and your copywriter trained in ARI, applied relational intelligence. So you're going to help me develop a powerful and emotional, resonant, unique value proposition that instantly connects with my ideal client avatar, right? Then using my answers, generate a one-line UVP, a simple formula. All right, we help our ideal client achieve a certain outcome without a certain pain point by our certain unique process. Create a short, memorable brand tagline, and then you want to come up with a 2 to 3 sentence elevator pitch that you can put on your website, in your social media, when you introduce yourself at any networking events. What a client can share about you when they're discussing your business with any of their friends, right? It's not just facts about us. It's not like we've been in 20 years. It's, hey, these guys build the best damn decks in the county. Their decks are banging. Their decks are amazing. They build party decks, right? Or whatever. Like you want a slogan, a tagline. So also you want to have this tone be confident, clear, and client-centered, and avoid generic phrases like, high quality, we care. All right. So you come up with this by answering some strategic questions. So first you got to explain to the AI prompt, what is it that you specialize in? Do you do high-end kitchens? Do you do decks, right? Who is your ideal client? And what are the problems or frustrations they're typically facing? So this is going to be, again, client specific to your market and your demographic. Our ideal client is typically someone who is 45 years of age or older. Kids are typically in college or out. They're definitely out of the house typically. And these people have been dreaming about creating something in their house. They've had to suffer for many years. They weren't able to do something, and now they're ready to do it. They've been dreaming about it. A good market also is you have new grandparents that want to have an addition put on the back of the house to host holiday parties, right? A big sunroom, a big patio enclosure area, something that they can invite, and they know that this will be nice for when the family comes over so that everyone can get together. So you want to put all that together. Do you offer any sort of specific process or thing that gives your clients peace of mind, right? How is it that your past clients describe the experience of working with you? And what are the emotional transformation or lifestyle upgrades that you help your clients achieve? Answer all that on one page. We'll put it into the prompt. All right. So that is it for tonight. I thank you for tuning in. Again, this is important for you to come up with your unique message, right? Like, you want to have some sort of a slogan. And again, I'm not saying this is what you want yours to be, but it should be specific. Like, you help busy professionals design and build magazine-worthy kitchens without the stress. You specialize in energy-smart remodels that save the client money, right, and reduce their carbon footprint. So that could be something that you got to find your thing, okay? And this prompt, doing this exercise, that will get you there. All right. So thanks for tuning in, man. We're on the home stretch, 8 days left, and we'll see you there. Again, get on into Remodelers, Helping Remodelers, our Facebook group, and you can get more information there. And as always, you guys have a great night. I'm going to exit the share here. Stop sharing. All right. That's it. Take care.